Today I'm sharing with you a recipe for immune boosting sweet honey loaded with dry fruits and nuts. It's not only super healthy and sweet but can use as a daily dose of sweet too. For our super honey I'm using 100 grams of prunes, 100 grams of dried apricots, 100 grams of raisins, 100 grams of dried cranberries, 100 grams of almonds, 150 grams of walnuts, and 100 grams of sesame seeds. Also, I have here 2 lemons that I already washed and scrubbed well. Whenever you can, opt for an organic citrus, especially if you are going to use the lemon peel as I am going to now. I am blending the sesame seeds in a coffee grinder, since this gives better results than the meat grinder that I am using for most of the ingredients. You can use a fine blender as well. I want the sesames to be finely ground, not paste. It shouldn't release its oils. All the rest of the ingredients should go through the meat grinder. Since most of the ingredients are sticky, I had the best success when adding to the grinder a little bit of the dried fruit followed with nuts and so on. For example, the prunes and the almonds are harder to grind, unlike the cranberries or walnuts, so mix the fruits and you'll have an easier job. I also tried chopping all this in a food processor, but eventually ended with finishing the job on the meat grinder. So perhaps you will have to experiment with your kitchen appliances until you find what suits you the best. You can grind the whole lemon too, or blend it in a blender. If you are preparing this honey for your kids, think about skipping the lemon peel and its white, since it can give a bitter taste to the whole honey mixture. As soon as you add the lemon to the dried fruit, your whole kitchen will get a nice citrus smell. The lemon will enrich the honey with C vitamin and it will give a special aroma to the whole blend. I'm using meadow honey, but you can choose any according to your taste or the one that fits your health needs. If your honey is thicker, or perhaps it crystallized, heat the honey by placing the jar in a warm water up to 50 Celsius until it becomes runny again. It will help you to mix it easier with all the ground dry fruit and the nuts. Mix the honey with a wooden spatula to preserve all the valuable nutrition in it. The prepared honey can now go back into jars. From this recipe, I got 2 full jars of super sweet and healthy honey. Before first use, leave the honey for a day or 2 in a dark place or in a fridge. This honey is recommended for kids older than 3 years and they can use 1 teaspoon daily, while adults can use 1 tablespoon up to 3 times per day if needed. Store the honey in the fridge. Enjoy this super delicious and healthy honey that we named Sweet Honey for good immunity. If you enjoyed this recipe, hit the like button for me, share it with your friends, and if you are new here, subscribe with the bell and never miss any of my simply delicious recipes.